Hello, dear Libra, and welcome. Welcome to your love reading for the month of April of 2026. April 2026. I hope that you're all doing well. Dear Libra, let's look at your love life as we're looking at the Karma Dharma right now in the season of Aries, which is your house of most important relationships, commitments, marriage. And there will be early April, on the 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, or on the 1st, depending on where you are. There's going to be a full moon in your sign. Something will be lit up for you, and this is a combination of around your birthday with that new moon in your sign last year in 2025. Let's see what will come through for Libra. As this is a Patreon reading, which is, of course, it is released to YouTube after the 20th of the month. So the Aries season is the I am. Libra, you are, we are. So all the planets are entering your 7th house, which says there will be a lot going on relative to your most important relationships. Let's see what's going on. For Libra, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. We'll be taking quite a few cards, so stay until the end. Your Karma Dharma is the Magician, and the Magician is an ace. This is Mercury that has recently retrograded in the sign of Pisces in a very weak position, and Pisces is a water sign, so it can bring up a lot of illusion or deception. Remember, Pisces is also a completion point. It's the natural 12th house. So something is coming to an ending. Something is finishing up. As I said, the full moon also is a combination. Remember, the moon takes all the light from the sun and will bring up matters pertaining to relationships, whether they've been harmonious or not, whether there's been equality, harmony, justice. And Libra is the natural 7th house, which can speak to legalities as well. Now, the Magician is, as I said, Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Could you be dealing with one of those signs? Or some of you may also have some placements in Virgo. Okay, the Magician, which says there is an alignment of the stars, which gives you the opportunity to begin something. Right, Libra. So it is a very significant time for you, as we've also got Kronos, Saturn, and Neptune in your house of relationships, which can speak to either something serious. If you're in a relationship, you may be taking that relationship to the next level. That's what Saturn would speak to, especially if you're a Libra rising. Or Saturn in the 7th can also speak to possible separation, divorce, a release of a challenging time, a maturing energy. Maybe it's time to take the next step or time to release. Let's see, dear Libra, what's going on for you with the tarot. Let's see what Spirit brings for you. Remember, this could be an April reading or a timeless love reading. So for Libra, dear Spirit, what is going on in love? 9 of Swords. A lot of worry, stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, negative thinking. 9s are culminations as well. What is your challenge? And you could be dealing with someone that is all about the logic or about the communication. Obviously, communication hasn't been good here. So there is Pisces. There's a release. There's a surrender. But this is a challenge for you. It's not easy. Now, you may be in unknown territory. A lot is unclear for you. right? Because Pisces is the illusion. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, but also Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting Cancer, now direct in good aspect to Pisces. So whatever hasn't been clear, I do believe that things will clear up, and the challenge is an ending or someone needing to see things more clearly, or to see things from a different perspective. Remember, Pisces is unconditional love. It can be surrender. It can also be unconditional love and sacrifice. But that's in the challenge position. What is crowning you? I was going to say the Nine of Wands. I don't know why I was going to say that. We've got the Queen of Wands here, Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. The Queen of Wands, powerful, magnetic, attractive, very intuitive, many times I could say lucky. She can attract, she can create. She is very open with her desires as well. Dear Libra. So I don't know if you're dealing with a fire sign. Remember, she holds the Ace of Wands, which is what she desires, what she's got the opportunity to create. Let's see where you're coming from. What is your karma? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is a Pisces card. High Priestess could speak to a spiritual connection or a secretive connection. She is usually the third person, but she could also be someone that's been guiding you, or is it your higher self? Have you been going through an awakening, connecting with the wisdom that you hold within? Remember, she sits between two pillars, so those two pillars can be a portal, and she is a two, which could speak to relationships, adjustments, dilemmas, and two is also harmony and balance. But I see here the Queen of Wands would be a different energy to what the High Priestess is. The High Priestess is like the Queen of Cups, right? So let's see what else comes through. Recent past, we've got the Four of Wands, and this could be a marriage card, right? It's about stabilizing something. It's about, the Four Wands do speak to stability, a home, emotional security, within possibly a support system. But as I said, it could be a marriage card. It is the 1111 card for me, which could be the open portal. Remember what I was just saying here. The two pillars do look like a number 11, and here we've got the 1111. 11 for me is awakening. It's you going through your awakening with opportunities. The High Priestess. To me, it's like fate and destiny. This was meant to happen. This is how it was meant to happen. And what I mean by that is, because I do feel number 11 is very significant here for you. And remember, your card, the Justice card, is also a number 11. So I guess this means your awakening began possibly even before, because remember that the High Priestess is Pisces, and it's all about sacrifice and nurturing your relationships, sacrificing your happiness, with the Queen of Wands here, which this could be your opposition if you're connecting with someone, let's say, that is in a marriage, that is in another connection, another relationship. I'm getting here that your awakening began with a spiritual connection, possibly with someone that was in another commitment or marriage. And remember that nothing is by chance. Everything is written in the stars, in our birth chart. Our soul's journey is, we've already signed on the contract right, of our soul's purpose in this incarnation. So I'm getting that this was meant to happen, this was meant to be. I don't know if it's you being the third person or you going through your awakening, if you were in a commitment that where there was a lot of worry, stress, anxiety, and sacrifice without the return, without the equality. And you've gone through your awakening with the Queen of Wands, that because remember, she's very inspirational, she's very creative. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and of course Libra. You've got Aries as your 7th house, so this could be you as well. If you're not someone's second choice or even first choice, but someone that has got obligations, and it's put you in a position where it's part of your awakening process. Let's see what the possible outcome is. And we have the Page of Wands, which is enthusiasm. It's a message of desire, passion, new beginnings, possibilities for a new beginning. Remember, pages are messengers. This could also be a child. I don't know if you're a mother and you've got a fire sign child. I get Aries energy here with this page. And remember that Aries we're in the Aries season, and obviously with a new moon in Aries, there could be a possible new beginning that as you're going through some sort of a release, as the Pisces season is coming to an end and we're in the Aries season. But at the beginning of April, we've still got Mars and we've still got Mercury in Pisces. I feel that is coming to an end. And we're going to have so many planets in your opposite house, right, of Aries, a lot is going to show up, a lot is going to happen. So a full moon in your sign, then a new moon in the house of relationships for you is a very powerful new beginning. And even though the Page of Wands is enthusiastic and Aries wants to, remember it's cardinal fire, I want to take action. I don't want to think too much about it. I want to do what is right for me. Remember, Aries is me, myself. Maybe, dear Libra, it's a time for you to move towards that energy and do what is right for you where relationships are concerned. And that means, of course, clearing out relationships that are not equal and harmonious in your life, and do you at this time. And this message has come out for quite a few signs. What's at the bottom? 5 of Swords. Anything legal, anything cutting, anything that's bringing difficult changes. This could be internal conflict. If not someone, these could be mind games or tactics, or someone using their logic or seeing things from a more logical standpoint, right? Looking at the facts, not at the emotions. Looking at the words. Words can be like knives sometimes, and this could be competitive energies. This could be fights, arguments, conflicts, or anything legal. Remember, 5s speak to change. And we've got a 7 of Cups and a 5 of Swords. Things will come to light. There will be revelations which can bring a moment of crisis. I'm getting a critical point, a breaking point, as Mercury is going to finish up in Pisces, where there's been a lot of deception, confusion, and will enter Aries. And that's when words will be like knives, certainly, but it will clear the air. Right? And I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. The Sun is here. The Sun speaks to the heart. It speaks to Leo. Yes, this Queen of Wands could be a Leo. And we've got the Chariot beneath. So Cancer, Leo. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that is Cancer, Leo, Cusper. The Sun speaks to reconciliation. You may have also had some cycles, right? Because the Sun is happiness, it's clarity. The Sun The sun can also speak to the inner child or having children, right? Because the Page of Wands can be a child. We see here this could be a marriage where there are children. Children could also be a possible issue as well where relationships are concerned. Let's take more cards and see what's coming through. Let's see what the Romance Angels brings or advises for a Libra in the month of April, dear Spirit. What's going on in love for Libra? Thank you. Beautiful. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So let go means, could also say, just these three cards to me are saying that you're connecting with someone romantically, but there is some form of control, or you're dealing with someone that is trying to control you, or you're trying to control a situation. Remember, dear Libra, that Saturn is exalted in your sign, so you do have that Saturnian side to you. Saturn equals control. And I'm not saying that you're someone that's nasty and controlling. It just comes naturally to you. You put your foot down. You want, let's say that you demand in the way that you do equality in relationships. And when you see that there is an inequality and injustice, you'll put your foot down, right? And logically, you should take back your energy and self-love. That's Aries, opposite you. But it's worth waiting for. Opposite you in Aries is Saturn. So a relationship of yours could be trying to control you at this time, but you've got a handle on this. You can manage this. And also, because Saturn is in Aries, which Aries is cardinal fire, I want to move forward. There's so much desire. There's, Aries is, I'm ready to go to war. Saturn in your 7th house says, slow down and release anyone that's trying to control you, if that is the case. Be patient, right? It's worth the wait. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, what's at the bottom here? Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I know you can't see the cards properly, so I will put them there and let's see what the advice is. For Libra, dear Spirit, for Libra. Yin energy, number 2, so you've got another 2. I'm going to take one more. The yin energy is more recessive. We've got exchanging gifts, number 27, which equals a 9. Interesting, 27 equals a 9 and 2, that's 11 once again. Let's see what the exchanging gifts talks to. 27. Let's look at the love portion. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. And of course, dear Libra, that is if you have an open heart, because if you've closed up your heart, it's very hard, right? Let's look at the Yin card. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, You will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So what I'm getting here is that you're going to be receiving a gift, and you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting quite some time for this. So allow the magic to happen, dear Libra. Let's take the twin flame oracle. We'll be taking some LIBRA Sibilla here. I don't know if you may also be, some of you may be connecting with someone that's more fired up, someone that's younger, could be, with the page here at the outcome position. Or someone that's young at heart, someone that, because Aries, if you are dealing with an Aries individual, remember Aries is the seed, Aries is youth. Let's see, with the Twin Flame Oracle, dear Spirit, for Libra, what's coming through for Libra? Looking for signs, open to spiritual guidance, willing to accept the truth, trusting your gut feelings. So you see, you need to trust that if you have not been trusting what you're feeling from within. Some of you may be, because of fear, you're not trusting your higher self and your intuition. You are very intuitive. Make sure you let that guide you. Let's take the LIBRA Sibilla and see what's coming through. And why do we have the Nine of Swords in the now and the Hanging Man? What is this Nine of Swords? We have Nemica and Disgrazia. We see a feminine, divine feminine. Well, she looks like the Queen of Swords to me, and she's taking off her mask. Now, because this could also be, I would say more so, Aquarius or Pisces individuals, because we do have air. We've got a 12, which is the natural Pisces house, and the mask. So Nemica is the enemy. Remember what I said, that you may be in opposition. Some things will be revealed. Things are coming to light. And there's competitive energies here. Remember the Five of Swords as well. Let's put this here. And let's see what will be revealed. Because whatever is going to be revealed is going to help you close up a major life cycle. To go through a release and not be the victim, not be the one that's hanging on or sacrificing your happiness for others. Remember that Pisces could be the martyr. Maybe this is talking about the Pisces season that is coming to an end. So you need to wait and hold on until the Aries season. Well, until it is Aries season already. This is actually done on the 30th of March. But until the personal planets Mars and Mercury enter Aries, you may still need to hold on. So we're looking to the beginning and even up to roughly the 10th of April. We've got a Voyager here. We've got a Knight in Shining Armor. Are you dealing with someone that is wanting to come close to you, someone that's wanting to come in and give you an offer? It's the Three of Wands, so there could be physical distance, or something is put on hold. So the transition or the movement or the offer is being put on hold. Remember, Three of Wands is like the ship is on the horizon and someone is waiting on the goods. Why do we have the High Priestess? We've got the Bambina, so children are involved. Or something began, something spiritual in the deep past. This was very karmic, meant to be. And we've got the Artista, Seven of Cups, which is illusion. But with the Artista, this is the crazy scientist or someone who wears a uniform. I do get Aquarian energy here. So Aquarius, Pisces comes through again. Yeah, this is like many things. This could be someone that sees things from a more logical standpoint, or someone that has not told you the truth. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that is in law, someone that wears a uniform. This could be a doctor. This could be someone that just is very logical, or someone that's very different that you've connected with, or someone that was not telling you the full truth. Maybe this triggered also a new beginning to something that was very secretive, right? Something that was quite magical. You may have felt as though there was a lot of hope for many opportunities and openings. Seven of Cups is many doors, many cups. Which cup do I take? But you've got a couple of sevens here. So 7 is also the Chariot, right? So there may be physical distance between the two of you, or the Chariot is about taking charge, making a choice and moving forward. Possible travel involved, or there were a lot of secrets relative to someone's personal life, their family life, because we've got marriage and we've got children here. Let's see what the Four of Wands speaks to, because this could also be because I do get with the artista, this could be someone who works in the legal field. So someone initiating a divorce settlement, or even doing that in secrecy. And some things that you may have discovered in the past. Now we also see a child here again, so a little bit of immaturity. As I said again, dealing with someone that's quite younger. Remember, twin flame connections, there can be a big age difference, especially when there's Saturn, the involvement of Saturn, there's at least 7 years difference. Let's see what the Four of Wands speaks to. Consolante sorpresa, an unexpected revelation. Usually it's a good one. I get Uranus energy here. Let's take one more. And we've got the Gran Signore. The revelation, because to me, well, the Gran Signore, this is someone who is a VIP, someone who is, this is like a king, an emperor, let's say. Someone who's quite different. Or someone that is traditional, that broke tradition, someone that stepped out of a marriage, someone who they hold a name for themselves in their society. If this is, because I get Uranus here, Uranus is in Taurus, and of course the Gran Signore could be a water sign, could be an earth sign usually. Leo also comes through here. Something has come through unexpectedly in the recent past. Some sudden change or awakening, or you found out that you're dealing with someone that that is well off, that is in a stable financial situation, someone that with fame comes the gain, right? So some revelations in the recent past. I want to take one more. And there were also revelations connected to family and marriage. I'm wondering if these were not revelations of figuring out that you've connected with someone that is in another connection, another marriage. We've got the Amalato, the low morale. The Four of Swords is someone that needs to heal, someone that needs time. The Warrior, right, that needs their rest. There's been some sort of a disappointment or a heartbreak, or this could be someone that's unhappy in another marriage. If this is your person, you may be having those revelations now, because this is talking about the abandonment of someone's morale. Was it your morale, you feeling low, finding things out that were not positive? Or is it this person that's putting on a brave front? Let's look at the Queen of Wands crowning. We've got domestico. Domestico is someone that's very close to the family, someone that's a part of the family, but there's distrust here. So I'm wondering if this king, this Gran Signore, is not connecting with this Queen of Wands. We see him turning his back. And there's distrust between the two. So I'm wondering if this is not someone that is another person in the picture here. So your opposition, let's see. And we've got a Maggio de Preziosi, which speaks to someone that's very, very lucky. These are jewels. These are riches, right? It's the Eight of Pentacles. So Virgo also comes through, but now if this is something to do with a connection with work, I don't know if some of you through work you've connected, or because this could be another side to you if there isn't an opposition, but there will be revelations here, things that were unclear that will come to light here. But crowning you is the Omaggio de Preziosi, so some revelations that will come to light that you probably won't believe are actually happening. It's like you're going to be telling yourself, I need to pinch myself. I don't know. Like you may have been seeing things in a very negative way, and then all of a sudden there's a change, a shift, because the Omaggio de Preziosi, it's a precious gift. And the precious gift may be the exchanging gifts. Remember, it may not be physical, it may be just heartfelt connection or news or something like that. Let's see what the Page of Wands is showing in the outcome. We've got the Giovina Fanciulla. It's like a new beginning. We've got the Virgin here, the young maiden. And we've got the Ace of Cups here. Pleasant conversation around a table. This could be a meeting, of course. This could be a meeting that brings a sense of newness here. This is a conversation that brings balance, serenity, and happiness, and a possible new beginning, as it's the Ace of Cups, right? And that could be the gift. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Vecchia Signora. Someone, this is about a voyage or a visit, and there's a dilemma around that. Someone could be also seeking advice from someone that is more mature. This could be a parent, a grandparent, an advisor, or it's a situation that has now matured where someone has no more dilemmas, they're making their choice. Let's see what's going on in the emotional department. For Libra, dear Spirit, we've got deception. We've got balancing the scale, so whatever is going to come to light that will be revealed will bring more harmony and will bring more balance, but the deception is not an easy energy, right? You're going to find out things that will be revealed that may be a little bit difficult to swallow, but the answer is yes. And the yes means yes, there's fire, there's excitement, there's enthusiasm. Someone really wants, and you may be finding out that someone is going through a separation, divorce, a divorce settlement. That could also be the gift, right? So I'm getting that if you've been disappointed thinking that you're the third person, please know that the person you have connected with is truly unhappy where they are. There's a lot of distrust between them and a past connection, right? And a lot of revelations, as I said, will be hard to swallow, but the answers will be worth waiting for, because as you could see, the angels are not ready to take flight. Divine timing as is at work. So even with the Five of Swords, through challenging aspects, through challenging words, through finding out about something legal, about competition, there will be the unmasking of some truths which possibly will bring the end to a challenging life cycle for you. And we've got a divine masculine in contemplation. There's nostalgia, so you have been dealing with this person from the past. Could be a soulmate or someone that has got children. Let's see. We're also going to take some timing cards in a moment, but let's take the Tangled Love and see what's going on for Libra. Remember the message from the Twin Flame Oracle: open to spiritual guidance, willing to accept the truth, trusting your gut feelings. We see the heart there and the arrow going through the heart. This is Cupid's arrow that's hit your heart, or you've hit someone's heart. A divine masculine where there is romantic feelings, but someone's trying to control a situation. That doesn't work. Let's see. Soul searching, inner work, deeper meaning and spiritual path. So someone, it looks like it's the masculine, the divine masculine that's going through soul searching. They're doing the inner work and looking at what's going on in their heart. Soul searching is very similar to the Hermit, and the Hermit for me is Virgo. That's where the South Node is, right? So Libra, for you, the South Node is behind you. You could be dealing with someone that is releasing anything toxic and something that they're leaving behind in their life, right? Unless this is you doing the work as well, dear Libra, right? Because behind you is the 12th house. Libra, if you're a Libra rising, and opposite you is Aries, so it's your 6th house. It's the 6th house for you. The 6th house for you, and that is your daily life, your physical health, your work life. Health and hygiene are under the 6th house, although 6th house is the house of service as well, right? Maybe having done a lot of work, you've serviced others, maybe it's time to release that. Something to do with putting in the effort, doing the work. You're in a push and pull situation, controlling, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles. And this is like you're trying to find the middle ground. The push and pull is an uneasy message, surely. There's a bit of a tug of war, and that could speak to competition if you are in competition for someone's heart. Let's see what's going on in the little Greek love oracle for Libra. Remember, the push and pull is very much the full moon. You need to find the middle ground between the psyche and the spirit, the psyche and the ego, right? The moon is the psyche, the soul, and opposite is the sun, which is the spirit and the ego. There's a push and pull. We know that with full moons there's a lot of stress. So let's see, dear Libra, what's coming through for love for you. The path that you've been on is there's an X, there's a closure here. This is the 5 of Swords again. You've got the 5 of Swords here. Number 11, which is Justice, and the Knight of Swords. Things need to be cleared. There are possible legalities. The path is closed until Spirit says it's time. Maybe you've been going down a rabbit hole. Spirit is saying not here. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Could be a Gemini, of course, but we've also got Libra here. Feeling a sense of injustice or that there have been blockages. Now, if the balancing the scales is anything legal, the Knight of Swords is difficult information that you need to That could be coming in quickly, could be revealing, could be freeing as well. And I'm wondering because Uranus is going to leave Taurus and enter Gemini. And if you're an early born Libra with early placements, at the end of April, 25th, 26th of April, Uranus will re-enter Gemini and will be in very good aspect to you. So that will help you sort of be more clear about what's going on. Remember, Uranus is information in Gemini, lots of ideas, resolutions, quick changes, anything legal. Maybe you've been waiting on some legal information to come in, some decisions. But remember, this is justice. And justice is equality. Justice is very karmic. Right now, it's like saying, Spirit is saying, there is an X here. If you've been dealing with an air sign, Spirit is saying, because especially if this is an Aquarius, because Aquarius is a fixed air sign, very intelligent, can be very much the trickster, trickery. But remember also Pluto is in Aquarius, bring big changes and endings for Aquarius individuals. Let's take the timing cards and we'll take some love messages. Now you may choose 1, 2, or 3 because I'm going to take 3 timing cards. I'm wondering, see the pride and ego. So some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. We did, I think we mentioned Leo. Aquarius has been mentioned as well as a fixed sign. Power struggles and control. We've got control and power struggles here. Let's take the timing cards and let's see when will this possible new beginning or opportunity and this enthusiasm, this message come in, this journey. When does it open for Libra? April, 18th of April. That could be an exact date, or 9th. When we add up 1 and 8, that equals a 9. So in springtime, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Next month looks promising, which is April. It could be May for some of you, because I'm doing this in March. So next month could also be for you. It's a 35, which equals an 8. And number 3, time is frozen. Number 55. Okay, time is frozen for number 3. Or frozen in time. That could be just a moment when you feel like time stops. Could say that time is frozen until the right time, divine timing, remember, is at work in your love life. Let's take some messages from the person that you're hoping to connect with, the person that you're connecting to, possibly spiritually and not so much physically, I would say. What you're hoping is the physicality of this relationship. I feel that some of you could be physically at a distance or emotionally at a distance because of other hardships and things that need to clear up. Let's see. I have never loved like this before. There can be a little bit of ego here. I will never forget you. I will always love you. So much fire. I want you like crazy. Fire and air I'm getting. I feel you when you're happy or sad. I'm the one for you. Please, God, choose me. You will always be in my heart. I can never or will ever forget you. And you are a dream come true. I feel blessed. What's at the bottom? Another 4. You've got 4, 4, 4. I want you with me. I want you to be mine. I can't live without you. So the black cards are more inclined towards the more negative, dear Libra, the harder the energy is. So keep that in mind. It does speak of giving your relationship a chance and work on that. Work needs to be done. There could be trust issues. There could be a little bit of ego here. A lot of illusion, deception, and things that are unknown. But I feel that there is a gift. There will be an exchange of gifts. So both people want to exchange the gift, right? After some soul searching and the inner work being done. So someone understands their spiritual path and who they're connecting with. So I don't know if this is going to happen in April. This is worth waiting for. Dear Libra, I'm wishing you luck. Love and luck. Thank you so much for your love and your support. And good luck. Good luck to you. Whatever it is that you need to release. Trust your higher self. That's the most important message that I will give you always. You know better than I do. And remember, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and take the messages with a grain of salt. I'm going to take just one little Sabila. Yeah. I wanted to do that before. So what's happening after this pleasant meeting, this possible potential new beginning and opportunity? There will be a lot of thought from someone that is, we got a divine masculine, see the contemplation here. They're putting a lot of thought in relative to the future. Now, you may be dealing with someone that has their own business. There's an entrepreneur, someone maybe who travels for work and does business with the world. This could be someone that's into import-export. They work a lot. I get strong earth here. Someone that needs that financial security and that emotional security as well. So we'll leave it there. Wishing you well, dear Libra. Look after yourselves.